Mga isyu at balita sa loob at labas ng gitnang Luzon.
Iwala kayo sa kanila. Sige, bahala na. Doon na kayo.
So kung titignan ho natin, nasa 17 days ho itong implementation.
The fingerprints of climate change linked to human activities have become increasingly clear this year.
Dahil wala kami pera, wala kami pambiling bigas.
Ito ang kauna-unahang all-digital news outfit sa Region 3. Central Luzon Balita. Naghahatid sa inyo ng mga maiinit, pinag-uusapan at trending na mga balita at issues ng bayan. Central Luzon Balita. Available sa maraming digital platform via website www.centralluzonbalita.com, Instagram Central Luzon Balita, Twitter @Balita Luzon, TikTok Central Luzon Balita, at mapapanood ng Sabayan real time via Facebook at YouTube Central Luzon Balita. This is your one-stop source for news and current events, entertainment, public service and more. At the convenience of your smart devices. Sa loob at labas ng Region 3. Sa buong Pilipinas. Saan mang panig sa mundo. Kami ang Central Luzon Balita.
Good evening, good afternoon, and sa inyo lahat. Good evening, good afternoon, at ano pa ba? Good evening, good afternoon, and good evening. Na, yun, sa lahat. Anyway, welcome to Play by Play PH. Mali yata yung ano natin. But anyway, we are also live on Central Luzon Balita. By the way, Play by Play PH is live on Central Luzon Balita on all our platforms, and also on Azul TV, and of course we are also live over Radio Kalusugan. Okay, my name is Roy Bato. Thank you so much for joining me, and of course I'm joined by one of the, I would say, pioneer. Ito ang pasimuno ng lahat. Nandiyan ating sports kada, Tong. Welcome. Parang mali yata yung ano natin. Maling studio yata napasok natin, pero anyway, here.
Good evening, Sports Kadang Roy. Ito na naman tayo. Mangungulit sa gabi nila. Yan. Sige, pasok na natin yung isa pa nating Sports Kada.
Oo nga, si Maynard. Si Maynard TV, ayan, pinasok na. Parang, ano bang meron ngayon? Para bagay dapat it's a Friday. Chill Friday tayo ngayon. Pinagpapawisan ako, grabe. Galing kasi ako sa
Ayan, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Medyo gumanda na yung boses ko hindi na kagaya ng dati Hindi na parang robot
Nawala yung video.
Wala
yung
video.
Nawala yung audio ko last time
Hindi, nawala na yung video mo. May video ko?
Nawala yung video ko. Boses lang ako ngayon.
Oo.
Talagang kakaiba ngayon
Kakaiba ngayon Ano ba kayo? Friday the 13th. Pero, ayun, nawala yung ano mo.
Ayun.
Video mo. Anyway.
Ayun.
Hey, welcome guys, and ayun, Sports Kada to, kamusta? How's your Friday?
Oy, okay. Masaya yung Friday. Actually, may masaya akong ibabalita sa inyo. Medyo maganda yung balita natin ngayon sa sports.
Alright, sige, go ahead.
Yan na nga. Ito si RJ Abarrientos sa Korean Basketball League, Pilipino ang Rookie of the Year. International Sports Korean Basketball League. Congratulations sa RJ Abarrientos. Siya yung tinanghal na Rookie of the Year. Talagang
Okay.
iba, proud ka na maging Pinoy.
Oo, siyempre Pilipino yun eh. Oo.
Yan yung isa. And then yung dalawa sila doon, yung isa naman is si Ren Sabando. Highest paid talaga. Almost 1 million monthly ang kontrata ni Ren Sabando. Talaga
Pero
iba,
sa Pilipinas, binabangko lang, no?
Oo, yun nga, wag tayo magbanggit, baka magalit sa atin yung mga coach ng PBA. Pero sa Pilipinas, binabangko, pero yan, highest paid siya. Siguro pag nag-interview tayo later ng ibang mga players, malalaman natin kung anong diferensya ng bayad abroad. Sige,
siyempre.
Ikaw, baka may balita ang iba ka dyan, Maynard TV?
Ayan, so yung babalita ko siyempre yung sa golf natin, no? Yung last time si Miguel Tabuena, talagang nakapagtala na naman siya ng gold. Nag-champion na naman siya sa kanyang golf. Ayan. So kilala natin si Miguel Tabuena sa golf. Ayan. Sa India Delhi naman siya nagtapos ng panalo. Grand Slam na naman siya. Okay.
Alright, very good. Ang dami pala. Pero naka-blackout ka pala. Ba nangyari sa nangyari sa camera?
Hindi nga. Naka-blackout ba ako?
Oo.
Makikita ko sa akin dito eh.
Hindi ko nga. Akala ko nga news blackout tong nangyayari ngayon eh.
Nakikita ko sa akin dito eh.
Baka
ganun ba yun?
Tayo.
Sports kada tong. Ano ba? Blackout ba siya o may video
Nakikita niyo ba ako? Hindi. Ha?
Baka sa election tong si Maynard TV.
Babalik ako. Sige.
Hindi ko alam kung ano to eh. Baka gimmick to. Ano ba? Part ba to ng gimmick?
Kasi bagong promotion mo to, Sir Roy, ha? Hindi mo kami inform.
Mukhang
i-announce mo na siguro kung ano yung mga magagandang balita
natin.
natin.
Mukhang sa ulo siya nito. Yung ating ng memory make.
yung mga sponsors natin baka
kumot na sa ulo. Anyway, by the way, for those who are watching, we're currently viewed across 4 million combined Facebook followers over IBS Media. It is composed of Radyo Kalusugan, Central Luzon Balita, and of course, Azul TV. We're also live on our YouTube channel, Azul TV Network, and we're also live on Twitch. Go to watch Azul TV on Twitch, and we are also live on LinkedIn and Twitter. Ayan. So I guess while waiting for Maynard TV na inaayos pa yung kanyang TV, I guess papasukin na natin yung ating guest, Sports Kada Tong. Could you introduce our guest? Sino ba tong guest natin?
Ayan, itong isang guest natin, napakasikat. Talagang ito yung parang national sports natin dito sa Pilipinas. Nag-handle ng Arnis. Arnis, siguro siya na yung mag-announce later kung ano-ano pa yung mga naitutulong nila dito sa atin sa Pilipinas to this like Arnis o karate, si Bro Perdi Munsayak.
Ayan. Good evening.
Good evening.
Kumusta? Saan ka ngayon? Saan ka ngayon nagbo-broadcast? Jeffy, can we call you Jeffy? Jeffy nakalagay rito eh.
It's actually Hefe.
Hefe. Mali para tignan mo.
Yeah. Well, kasi yun ang naibinyag sa akin. It's Spanish for chief. Kasi I'm a retired US Navy chief. Kaya tinataka ang Hefe. Yeah.
Yes. Kaya Hep.
Yeah. Kasi meron, nung time na nag-start akong mag-promote ng fights, sikat nun kasi si Sir Chief. So, ayaw nila akong tawagin Chief kasi meron Sir Chief. So, kaya tinawag ako ng director ko ng Hefe. Spanish for Chief. Yes.
Okay. Pero di ba normally ang hepe, ang Filipino is H, pag sa Spanish it's J. Tama?
Yes.
J pala pag
Exactly.
Spanish.
Yes.
Pero hindi ko alam ang hepe pala is a Spanish word.
Yes.
Alam ko
F.
Filipino siya. Kasi normally pag hepe, yan yung mga ano eh. Di ba sa mga pelikulang luma, ay na si hepe.
Yeah.
Di ba? Ganun po. All right. So, hepe, before we move on, MMA, paano ka napasok sa MMA? Could you give us a background
Sure.
sa MMA? Paano ka napasok? Yeah.
Okay, I started this MMA promotion 10 years ago. This was April of 2013. And ang background ko kasi, I'm a retired US Navy chief of 20 years. So I served the US military for 20 years. And bago ako nag-join, alam ko na I'm gonna come back here and retire para dito ko ma-enjoy yung buhay. Pero since I retired at an early age pa lang, nag-retire ako nung 44. Sabi ko, syempre, I still have a lot of energy left in me. And ang plano ko talaga is makatulong kung saan yung makakatulong na mas malaki ang effect sa ating community. This is paying it forward kasi galing din tayo sa mahirap na buhay. And it had to be something na hilig ko para sa ganun. I won't even consider it as work. So ang hilig ko, I'm into charity and I'm into martial arts practitioner and tattoos and cars. So ang nakita ko na pinakamalaking impact or magiging influence would be if I did this sa combat sports community. So yun ang nangyari. So I started UGB MMA 10 years ago. And the goal was to help yung mga underprivileged fighters natin na magkaroon sila ng stepping stone for the international scene. So yeah, so that's what I did, and UGB was founded, and the name Underground Battle, it had to be something unique kasi wala ka pang ginagawa, nangiintriga ka na. So when I came up with the name, people asked, "Oh, underground ba yan talaga? Underground?" So see, wala pa akong ginagawa, may intriga na. But it was just the name. Kasi it was focused on grassroots level.
Okay.
No? Yeah. So pero ang real meaning talaga ng UGB was you gotta believe. Kasi I was gone, I was gone out of the country ng 20 years. And then I come back here and then I tell everyone na, hey, magtatayo ako ng fight promotion. And everybody was, they were all skeptical.
Maganda pala meaning, sir. Maganda pala meaning ng UGB. You gotta believe.
You gotta believe. So you gotta believe in yourself. Now you can do it. So despite all of the negativity, sabi ko, yun ang gustong-gusto ko. I want to prove people wrong. So na-challenge ako.
Because, the sports kasi, this is a different kind of sports, diba?
Yeah.
We are a traditional, when you say sports, it's volleyball, basketball, and this is a different kind, especially in the Philippines, we're in, what was, starting it, hindi ba na culture shock yung mga ano niyan? Kasi diba, this is, MMA, we know MMA, it's really a combat sports. Paano mo na yun? How was the
At that time kasi, I first started kasi doing all of this 2011. Pero I started off with a boxing gym and I focused on developing amateur fighters. I started back Pinoy here in Marikina kasi taga Marikina ako. And 2 years later, 2013, eto na, dumating ang one championship sa Philippines. And doon ako nag-switch kasi I started the itch for having an MMA cage. Kasi iba yung itsura kesa yung boxing ring.
Correct.
Sabi ko, I wanted to transition. So I got out of the boxing scene. Kasi boxing is just a part of MMA. So, so doon ko sinimulan. I started an MMA gym. And it had the boxing ring in it. It had the octagon cage. Kasi laki nung sa UFC. So maganda setup. And then, ayun na, tuloy-tuloy na. So, we averaged, prior to the pandemic, we averaged around 14 events a year. Yeah, so that is why.
And then you're pushing for Arnis to be included, diba? Tama, there's Arnis here. And correct me if I'm
the Arnis part na nabanggit kanina ni Bro Nestor, it's just a part nung ginawa ko na bagong liga. It's actually a Filipino martial arts hybrid where you have Arnisador fight inside the octagon cage. Pero this one has knees, kicks, takedowns, elbows, and punches. So hindi lang
Oo,
Yes.
parang ito yung kauna-unahan, pioneering to, di ba bro?
Yes. Yes.
Pioneering to, talagang
So this is
combat na parang weaponized.
Yes, it is a weaponized sport, and I had to comply with all of the safety and legal aspects of the game. Ipinasa ko sa Games and Amusements Board for it to become the first professional FMA league in the country. So
That question.
Yes.
Ano pa yan? Yung isa may weapon, yung isa wala. Pwede ba yun?
No. Parehas na may weapon. They start
Parehas
off
may
with
weapon.
doble baston, yes. They both have weapons. Yeah, that's the first round.
Paano pag nabitawan nung isang player yung weapon niya?
Good question. Pag nabitawan ng Arnis, either intentional or na-disarm, -1 point. So that is like considered like a takedown in MMA. So you cannot drop your weapon. You cannot lose your weapon. Kasi if you do, -1 point.
Okay. And is it, correct me if I'm wrong, if for example, by accident, due to a series of hits, na nabitawan ko yung aking arnis, so the other opponent is not allowed to hit the person kasi bitawan yung arnis.
Stop it. Yes, the referee would stop it. The guy who dropped the weapon is allowed to pick up that weapon ulit and then continue with the fight. That is at the first round. Kasi first round, you have 2 sticks, and you can also hit with your knees, and you can kick, okay, and you can sweep, and you can take down your opponent. That's in the first round. The second round, solo baston, so only 1 stick, which frees up your limb now. So you have your elbows now. You can also punch para habang humahataw ka. You can also use your knees. You can kick, you can sweep, you can take down. Third round, wala nang weapons, wala nang headgear, wala ring body armor yan, by the way. We'll show you some videos later on. And it goes mano-mano na. So mano-mano, everything Filipino martial arts striking would come in. You have the panuntukan, which is the Filipino dirty boxing. You have the sikaran, Filipino foot fighting. You have yaoyan, Filipino kickboxing. You have the dungog and the buno, which is the wrestling and the grappling Filipino style. So basically,
Talagang puro Filipino style pala.
On the third round, yes.
Pero Hepe, is this kasi this will become a mainstream sport, right? This is no longer an underground. And when you say it's an open, when you mean there's no armor on the last part?
Yeah, from the very beginning, walang armor. It's just the headgear. It's not your typical Arnis setup to where you see the guy with the headgear and then he's fully padded. No. This one, he only has the headgear. And then bare skin yan. Yes.
So para bang din yan, para boxing din yan, pwede ipahinto ng referee pagka talagang nakita niyang medyo na.
Yes, pagka hindi na nakakadepensa yung isa, he can stop the fight. Yeah, and then the other guy would win by TKO pagka hininto na. So it's either ma-KO mo or you win by points kasi every disarm is -1. So towards the end, kung halimbawa hindi mo siya na-submit or hindi mo siya na-knock out, and then you lost a lot of points already during the first 2 rounds kasi panayang bitaw mo ng weapon or panayang disarm mo ng weapon, you are eventually going to lose by points.
How many referees are there normally?
How many what?
I mean, how many parang at the behind, kasi normally for boxing there are 3 judges, right?
Judges,
yeah, it's same thing here. You have 3 judges and then you have the referee inside. The referee is inside. Pero the referee is holding a bow staff. So it's a longer stick. Kasi habang nagpapaluan yan, the referee cannot go in the middle na parang boxing.
Yeah.
Yun na nga,
Yung bow staff, So if he puts the bow staff in between the two fighters na naghahatawan, they have to break it, they have to stop, they have to break it.
So you'll be in trouble if ever you're a fighter and you hit the referee. Talaga.
If you hit the referee, you said?
Oo, pwede,
Yeah, you hit
pwede
the referee,
mangyari
isa
yun.
tinitigil na,
Oo.
ayaw magpaawat ng isa.
Yeah.
Hatawin mo.
Pero
Talaga.
so far naman, so far, kasi I started doing the Wego Todo in 2014,
Mhm.
and then I officially launched it in 2018, and so far, wala pa namang ganong
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
lalo na yung mga napipikon, di ba?
Yes.
Mahirap.
Mawawala.
Oo.
Yes.
Do you see this as something to go international in the future?
Yes,
Like
it
there
will.
will be other
Yes,
and
it will.
so?
Kasi right now, the status of Fuego Todo, the Games and Amusements Board already okayed everything. Kasi I went through the safety and the legalities of everything. Now, since it's considered armed combat, it has to go for one more signature sa Office of the President for the final signature. And then we become the first professional FMA league in the country and in the world.
Wow.
Yun.
So sana
Good.
maging ano yan para I think based on what you said.
Pwedeng
Oh.
matulungan ng mga kamaharlikans yan, Sir Roy.
Yeah.
Oo. At saka parang I think with your concept, Pepe, I think foreigners would love it kasi it's, you know,
Oh, they do.
it's
They do.
it's
We have-
really something na para
We have been challenged already. We have been challenged, and it's happening in December. The reason I moved it in December, para sa ganon, I have the entire year till I get that last signature from the Office of the President. And then it's going to be the first international Wego Todo Championship to where yung isang maestro natin, hinamon ng isang Italian armisador.
Wow. So
Yeah, and it's
is there
happening
any,
here.
paano yan, Hepe, if ever, if may nagsumali na, I would say, Russian. Siyempre, iba yung built ng Russian compared to a
Well,
Filipino.
Yeah. They still go by weight class. We still go by
By
weight
weight.
class. If it will be at the professional level, kailangan magkatimbang. Pero when I first started this, meron silang parang 20 pounds na gap.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pero that, of course, just like anything else, habang pinapolish mo yan, gumaganda, dumadami, sumisikat, then there will be more participants who want to fight. Kasi when I already did the Grand Championship back in December of 2019, and we gave away a house and lot, a motorcycle, 50,000 kabuhayan package, 20,000 cash, plus the inaugural belt. We already made history back in 2019. Amateur pa lang yun, amateur.
Amateur pa lang.
Now, magiging professional yan. The goal is...
Applicable din ba yan, sir, sa ano? Sa, halimbawa, ang discipline niya is boxing, tapos yung isa naman is different naman yung sa kanya, halimbawa karate o taekwondo.
Pwede naman, basta
diba?
marunong kang humataw. Pero pag tumatapat ka ng
importante,
Filipino
yun lang
martial
talaga.
artist, armisador talaga, pwede ka niya ma-lock, pwede ka niya ma-submit with the sticks na hawak niya.
Yes.
So it's going to be very challenging kapag
Pwedeng any armed combat, tapos basta yung initial part yun yung may weapon. Tapos sa dulo, pwedeng magaling siya sa grappling, magaling sa boxing.
That is true.
So yung,
pwede niya ma-outstrike, pwede niya ma-outgrapple.
pang multi-talent na ito magaling sa boxing pero magaling din sa arnis.
Yes. So I call this one Filipino MMA.
Okay. Mukhang talaga exciting nga yan. Oo.
Oh yeah, it will be. So we can show you some videos.
Siguro, we announced yung other guest pa natin before the video para baka limited ang time natin today So baka hindi na tayo padala ng kape nitong sponsors natin.
Ikaw na mag-introduce.
Sige.
So we have another guest for today. Actually yung platform ito yung yung nagbibigay sa atin ng platform na to. Medyo dinidigitalize tayo, hina-high-tech yung ating lahat ng sports. So ito, we have Miss Mary Grace Montino from Memory Maker. Yan, ma'am.
Hello. Hi po, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Tama?
Yan.
Kasi
Tama.
all over the world talaga ang
Yung
play-by-play
broadcast. Yeah.
PH. Tama
Yes.
po.
Alright.
Okay.
Magandang gabi. Hello, so I'm Gracia. Actually, mas preferred ko tinatawag akong Gracia. So parang branding. Parang si Sir Hepe. Sabi niya, Ferdy talaga yung name niya, pero mas preferred niya na Hepe. So, mga kaibigan ko din, since Grace, ginawa nilang Gracia. Iniba pa yung spelling. Kaya naging Gracia. So,
Gracia,
I'm here to promote. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us about yung Memory Maker
Memory
and
Maker.
in a more kumbaga Memory Maker in a simple, kasi when Memory Maker was pitched to me, hindi ko maintindihan. It took me months before I
Before
ano
talaga
ba? Paano ba paano ba i-simplify yung Memory Maker na yan?
Sige, sir. Para mas maintindihan po, no? So, ang sabi nga ni Sportskada Tong, yung Memory Maker ay isang platform. So, si Memory Maker is a solutions platform specifically para sa mga events creation, facility booking, and venue booking. Pero, we're focusing sa mga sports and entertainment for now. Kasi si Memory Maker, talagang malaki to. Pero hindi agad namin kayang makater lahat. Kaya sa sports and entertainment muna kami. So, when I said solutions platform, ang purpose talaga ni Memory Maker is isolve yung mga legwork sa paggawa ng mga event, ng mga sports na yan. So, i-simplify namin yung process by using our systems and mobile app. So, kumbaga, bibigyan namin ng ease of use yung mga taong gustong mag-join sa mga events. Very technical kung iisipin nyo. Pero, sige, para maintindihan naman ng mga viewer, magbibigay siguro ko ng example. So, kunyari, si local government, si LGU, gusto nilang magpaliga ng basketball. Kaso 'di ba, pag nagpapaliga yung mga LGU, sobrang manual. Kailangan mo pang magsulat sa papel or pag meron silang mga ina-announce na liga, usually meron sila ng mga tarpaulin. Tapos sobrang manual kasi kailangan mo pang tumawag sa Facebook hotline or sa LGU hotline para makapagpa-register. Pero sa amin, ang gagawin namin through our system, kami na yung mag-digitalize ng mga yon. So, through our mobile app, kayang-kayang gawin na mawala yung mga manual process na yan. Kami na bahala from registration, prizes allocation, or certification. Kasi meron din kaming certified na referee from FIBA talaga. So, certified FIBA siya. Nag-i-issue talaga siya ng certification na good for 2 years. So, if may mga interested na sumali, valid yun, magagamit nila, pwede nilang pagkakitaan. So, in same way, yung mga interested na entities, so matutulungan na nga namin silang mapadali pa yung mga processing nila. So, yung mga magjo-join, hindi lang yung LGU, makikinabang. Kasi, pwede silang mag-join ng kusa. Ngayon kasi, parang pag nag-post yung mga LGU, pag nadaanan mo lang, makikita mo nakasabit yung tarp. Or, ang laki-laki ng mga billboard nila, di ba? Pero sa amin, pag ginamit mo yung mobile app mo, automatic, makikita mo yung mga possible events near you na gusto mong or pwede mong salihan. So, i-check mo lang, magsa-sign up ka na lang. And from there, pag pumunta ka ng mismong event, mismong araw nung event na ginawa ng LGU, papakita mo na lang yung app mo, yung QR mo, and then automatic recognize ka na yun na maka-join ka na. So, everything from joining up to the end ng program, monitored mo yun sa app. Even yung mga LGU, they can monitor yung mga nag-sign up. So, meron kasi silang dashboard na pwede nilang ma-monitor yun.
Okay.
Oo, mukhang exciting yung app. Kasi pinakita rin natin, sinabi lang natin yan kay Consi Ambo ng San Pablo. Kasi
Ay!
Gen Z yun eh. Ang bilis niyang umuo eh. And then, ayan.
Totoo.
Di ba, yung Gen Z kasi, ang market talaga natin, nasa almost 50 million na. Nasa age na. Talagang lahat naka-smartphone na tayo. So talagang lahat
Naku.
yata ganyan na yung way. Salamat.
Personally, ako ganyan din ako, sir.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, ganito, let's put an example, MMA. So, si MMA, for example, gagawa siya ng sports. All you have to do is use the app, and then ako naman na user, saan ba maganda may sports ngayon? Nandoon na yung, ito yung listing, mayroong event ngayon sa, for example, lumabas sa akin, malapit sa Araneta, and automatic na rin yung pag-purchase ng ticket, nandoon na rin.
Mm-mm.
So everything
Saka,
is seamless.
digitalized na talaga yun. Saka, as far as I know, yung sa MMA, may slots lang din kasi yan. So, pwedeng makita nung mag-sign up kung ilan pa ba yung natitira. So, kasi may limited lang yun, tsaka may mga requirements kasi yan. Tama po ba, Hepe? Tama po, no? So, doon pa lang, kita na niya, pasado na ba ako? Pwede ba akong mag-join dyan? Yung requirements, makikita ko na din.
Tsaka narinig ko yata parang meron ding ticketing, di ba?
Yes, may ticketing. May ticketing din kami. So, mamamonitor mo na talaga yun. Tsaka yun na yung magiging identity mo. Kung sakali, kapag nag-sign up ka pa sa ibang event, hindi mo naman kailangan ulit mag-sign up kasi nasamin na yung data nung nag-sign up na entity or nung individual. Tapos re-apply ka na lang ulit sa mga available data.
Gaano ba ka-safe yan? Yung kanyang siyempre identity yan, di ba? So paano gaano ba ka siya ka-safe?
Safe yan kasi yung team namin, hindi lang naman ako yung team, yung nag-iisa dyan eh. 4 kaming individual, lahat kami may background sa IT. And lahat kami meron ng years of experience. So, alam na namin paano isi-secure yung mga data ng customer na yan, ng mga, even hindi lang customer, ng individual or nung mismong nagpa-event, yung magiging supposedly na sponsor, yung mga ganyan. Kayang-kaya namin na i-secure. Siyempre, hindi ko madidisclose. Pero, rest assured, secured siya.
Yun ang pinaka-importante doon. Yung security ng lahat, di ba? Siyempre, alam naman natin na nasa digital na yan.
Oo, lalo na ngayon, napakadali ma-breach ng data.
Oo.
Correct. Alright. So, I have a question. Balik tayo kay Hepe. Kasi, I think, is Hepe still there? Tama.
Yeah,
Hepe, anong pinagkaiba ba ng sports natin compared to, they have also parang a stick yung pentaxila. I don't know if I pronounce it right.
Pentaxila.
Yeah, what makes this different? Forgive me, hindi ko alam masyado yung arnis eh. Nakita ko lang, they're also using a stick.
Opo.
But I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Ang ano po kasi, yung sticks na yan were invented back in the days nung andito pa yung mga Espanyol. So, of course, since na-conquer tayo ng 400 years, nung early years niyan, bawal siyempre ang Pinoy kasi conquered tayo ng Spaniards, bawal tayo mag-carry ng weapons. So, little did they know na yung stick na yon na akala nila tungkod was actually being developed to become a weapon. And then, of course, may sarili na ring variation yung grappling natin, yung wrestling natin, yung dirty boxing natin. Yeah. Andun ang essence nung arnis. And the reason arnis became, it also became our national sport. Merong Republic Act 9850, if I'm not mistaken. Yan ang naging national sport ng Pinoy. But then unfortunately, ang arnis natin only goes as far as the Southeast Asian Games. So with Juego Todo, itong bagong ini-introduce natin ngayon, the goal here is for this thing, very ambitious ako eh, so for this thing to go to the Olympics. Kasi it's actually a form to where Filipino martial artists can actually showcase yung galing ng Pinoy. So ito yun. Kasi if you look at if you look at the fight scenes in Hollywood, panay FMA yan. Tapos inadapt na din siya ng mga elite forces of the foreign military. Pero here in the motherland, nasan yung mga grandmasters, masters natin? Ano ang way of life nila? Hand to mouth ang existence. So that's very sad. Kaya ako to binago. Kaya ako to ni-revolutionize. So, yun ang essence nun. In a nutshell, yun.
Kasi kung sakaling na-promote natin ng tama yung ating Arnis, siguro baka yan yung ginamit siguro sa movie ni John Wick. Buti pa yung mga Indonesian, di ba?
Yes po.
Diba?
Yung Penkat Silat, that's from Indonesia.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ms. Gracia, for Hepe, we have Hepe here who has a very ambitious and very promising future. How will Memory Maker, help, Hepe, for example, his sports?
Okay. We can help him po engage sa mga partner din po namin. Kasi actually ngayon, meron naman kaming partner with the media. And meron din kaming partnership sa LGU. As far as I remember, si Hepe, interested din siya na pasukin talaga yung LGU. Pero wala lang chance na ma-showcase and ma-present yung UG MMA. So for Memory Maker, we can help you do that. Lalo na ngayon. Pero we're starting pa lang po ng Calabarzon area. So we will help you do that naman po dyan para at least maintindihan. Kasi through our connections, madami talaga kaming connections. Yung mga media, Converge, PLDT, and everything. Para po matulungan kayo. I think, tama no, Sir Hepe?
Yes po.
Yes.
And the prototype nito is in July for San Pablo, Laguna.
Ay, tama. Sakto, sir. May San Pablo commitment.
Sports Kada Roy, batiin muna natin yung mukhang maraming fans si Hepe. Yung mga nagpapa-shoutout. Pakibasa muna, Sports Kada Roy.
Hindi ko siya, RB, paki-flash mo, mga greetings kung may greetings flash mo.
Sige.
Madaming ang fans.
Meron dito si Leia. Naka-4 na thumbs up for UGMMA. And then may triple love si Perla May Tagakay. And then on fire daw si UGMMA, sabi ni Gio Santos Garduque. Yun, si Papa Goat na naman, si Ma'am Perla uli. Yan, si Ma'am Perla uli. Mamaya tanong natin kung ano yung Papa Goat. And then si Jason Vergara. Good evening, Paps. Parang kay Happy dito shout out Mark San Juan. Okay, and then si Sir Joshua Andrew Mabutas, UGB MMA at Papa Goat lang. And then si Ma'am Perla uli, para sa fighters, dahil sa fighters. Yun. Sige, thank you. Siguro tanong natin kay Hepe, ano yung Papa Goat? Ilang beses ko na mabasa.
Iyon.
Actually po, in the local fight scene, I am known as Papa Goat. Yung earlier years, nung pinasok ko yung fight scene, it was Hepe. And then, eventually, nag-evolve na po siya into Papa Goat.
Ikaw talaga yung GOAT means greatest of all time eh.
Opo,
siguro
pero
magaling ka rin sa sports na to, sir.
Ang ano po talaga ng story po nung GOAT kasi as a Navy chief po, US Navy Chiefs are called GOATs. Doon po galing yung GOAT. Nagkataon lang din, of course, it also means greatest of all time. Pero it's a military jargon na pagka narinig mo yung GOAT, that's a Navy chief. Yan po ang ano. And then when I retired, back in 2008, uso pa po nun yung Papa Jack, Papa Dan, Papa this, Papa that. Kaya na-adapt na po yung Papa, and then Papa Goat, and then ako na po yung Papa ng bayan kasi life coach din po ako. So, and then utangan din ako ng bayan, kaya naging Papa Goat.
Iyo, kaya pala. Applicable pala talaga sa lahat yung Papa, no?
Opo, Papa ng lahat, opo.
Iyo.
Parang may magdadagdag na magpapadala sa atin ng kape sa Roy,
Oo nga.
Yung ano ba, ikaw yung gumawa ng mga rules and regulations nito? Was this already ano?
Yes po. With the help po, I have my own Juego Todo Grand Council, and it's composed of grandmasters, masters. Sila po yung talagang experts, so to speak, of the arts. And then I have the basic idea, we put it together. Sila po yung aking consultants. And then that's how it evolved, and that's how it got to the games at Amusement po.
I see.
Yun po.
Kung sakali pala, sir, ay sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
kaya pa ba?
Go ahead, Ms. Rasha.
Sakali
Go ahead.
pala, Hepe, pwede kaming makipartner with you para dun sa mga tawag nito, yung mga licensed ninyo or certified nyo ng mga referee.
Lahat po, ma'am. Yes po, ma'am. Because it's going to be the Juego Todo Grand Council who will be the one in charge po when it comes to licensing. Like, syempre, referees.
Yun. Maganda
Judge
yan,
it.
sir.
The technical know-how of the entire sport itself. We will
Kasi
be
hindi
talking
lang
po,
basketball
Ma'am.
kino-cover namin.
Opo. We will
Maganda
be talking
yan.
po. Opo.
Sige.
Yun, maganda
Sunod
pala.
ko yan,
Makukuha,
ha?
pwede pala makuha yung exclusive niyan, no? Di ba? Yung mga games.
And you will be the first po.
Kaya nga, lalo na ngayon, pinapasok nyo pati international.
Opo.
Oo, di ba?
Ayaw na po
Maganda
yung
yan.
ng international.
Through
sabi ko-
memory maker.
ang sabi ko nga kay kay Tom before I met him, sabi ko, when the concept was introduced to me, MMA, naka-harness, sabi ko, talaga mas maganda siguro yan kung yung harness naka green screen sila, tapos yung harness naka green din, kasi di ba yung CGI, yung Star Wars, CGI yun eh.
Opo.
Pag nilagay mo na CGI yan real time, pwede mo galing nun, if ever.
Oo, makulay.
Hindi lang po yun, sir. Hindi lang po yun. Meron na po kaming initial project na with the green screen po, naka-chroma tayo. Para
Correct.
pong sa video games, if you have the exclusive subscription, or not exclusive, but you have the elite subscription, yun pong background can change. Pwedeng nandun kayo sa halimbawa, old Indian temple, nandun kayo sa an abandoned nuclear power plant.
Correct.
Magbabago po yun.
Maganda, oo.
Napasimulan ko na po yan.
Yan, sabi ko sa'yo di ba? Sabi ko sa'yo, may ganyan na mangyayari.
Oo. Sir, may isa pa akong question. Ano ba naman yung ano ba yung tinatawag yung pinaka pang stick niya? Kamagong ba 'yon o talagang ano?
Yantok lang po, yantok. Hindi
Yantok
po pwede
lang,
yung
sir.
kamagong kasi
Oo, kasi alam naman natin nakakamatay 'yun, 'di ba? Talagang ano. Oo, matindi 'yun, no, 'di ba? Kasi napapanood ko 'yun nung dati kay Lito Lapid eh.
Pag
Yantok
sinabi
lang
mo,
po, yantok.
yantok, what is it? Parang ratan? Is it soft? Is it
Ratan
hard?
po, ratan. Yes, ratan, sir.
Okay. Pero masakit
So
pa rin
still
yun. pag
masakit pa rin 'yun.
pinahuli.
Oo.
Opo, kaya nga ang battle cry po dito is latayan na.
Oo.
Yeah. Sa
Okay.
amin po, sa UGB MMA, sa MMA naman, it's wasakan na.
Talagang,
Pero sa Juego Todo, it's latayan na.
talagang nakikita ko na yung I could see already there's a potential to it kasi parang pag nakita ito ng mga Amerikano, ito
Oo, magandang concept talaga.
kasi parang yung kasi UFC minsan, pag napapanood ko, minsan parang boring na kasi nakahiga na lang sila eh. Di ba parang yung part na ayoko, yung nakahiga lang sila, ginag-grapple yung nawawala yung di ba? Parang mas maganda ito, papaluan eh.
Ang bawal lang po dito, bawal po yung thrusting, bawal yung patusok.
Ay, tusok. Oo.
Oo. So it's all hataw.
Hataw.
Pero
Oo,
sa
tama
bilis
'yun.
po, no? Yeah.
Kasi pwedeng mangyari, paano naman pag nabali 'yon, naputol? Papalitan, dapat bang palitan o tanggalin na?
Papalitan po 'yon. The referee will
Iyo.
stop the fight and issue a new stick. Opo.
Iyo. Kasi
Pero
may
if we
tendency
have
talaga
time po, we have a
maputol
short
di ba?
video.
Hmm.
Opo.
Ayan, may short
May tanong po
video.
ako. Yung mga stick po na yun, kayo nagpo-provide or yung fighter po?
Yung alin po, ma'am?
Yung mga stick, yung yantok na ginagamit. Ang
Kami
nagpo-provide
po.
po ba nun? Kayo din.
Opo.
So for security purpose na rin yun, no?
Opo, ma'am. Kasi mamaya,
Baka mamaya
Gawin nila bakal.
may bakal palang palaman. Hindi pwede yun. Opo. Hindi
Okay, you have video. Let's watch the video.
Ito na po.
Ayan, sige, panoorin natin yung
Okay.
video.
Para makita.
Oo.
I-off ko yung.
Siyempre, bago inaayos yung video, pwede tayo mag-shoutout dyan para meron naman tayong dyan, yung mga tao natin habang inaayos. Ayan, sino ba yung ating mga isi-shoutout dyan, mga nanonood? Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Ayan, ito na naman po ang ating Play-by-Play PH. With Sports Kadatong and Roy Bato, with Maynard GB and Miss Gracia.
Ayun,
Nawala yata yung tunog, sir. Pakian nyo din. Lagyan nyo rin ng na-check yung tunog sa baba pag nag-share.
Yun, no? Matindi.
Ayan. Habang sineshare nyo, share screen, lagyan nyo ng check yung para may sounds.
Talagang matindi. Nakita ko yung video kanina.
Oo, video
Ang ganda din
video
na, no?
pa lang.
Parang
Mukhang na eh.
na-appreciate ko. Bakit ba yung mga dating mga naka-investor yan, hindi nila naisip yan?
parang gusto ko ilaban si Maynard dun si Maynard TV.
Hindi pwede. Hanggang taekwondo lang ako. Hindi ko pa kaya yata yun. Hindi ko pa nasubukan yun.
Alam mo
Kasi sa
sino maganda
taekwondo,
dyan, isasama dyan, yung mga may kapitbahay ko nitong Martes, yung mga nanay, may limang hataw sa mga anak ng pwede to.
Oh, yun, magagaling yun. Mahusay yun. Oo. Kaya, maganda talaga eh. Tignan mo naman, sa video pa lang, makikita natin, talagang parang full of action na talaga eh.
Tapos ang dyan, naka 360 degrees yung camera, may slow motion, no? Tapos hindi ko lang parang naka, yata sila, yung, ayan, no? Yung nga.
Yan.
Saan ba talaga yan? Naka-palo. Naku. Ang masakit yan.
Grabe pala talaga, no?
Wala bang yan? Hindi mo siya pwede mag-t-shirt or something?
Bakit yung isa parang naputol na yata, di ba?
Dapat talaga meron kang, parang dapat talaga may mga
Kailangan talaga pala ng protection sa ulo yan.
Pag napapalo, talagang
Pwede pala sumipa habang nagpumapalo.
So yun, nawala ko, mistake niya, yun.
Matindi pala. Talagang mas mas aabangan to kaysa sa dating MMA.
Mas maganda to kaysa UFC.
Oo.
May isa pa po. May isa pa.
Ay, may isa pa daw. Sige.
Matindi yung
Sir, pwede din ba yan sa sa babae naman? Babae? O open lang talaga sa mga lalaki?
Wala pa. Ikaw talaga, inanahan mo na naman eh.
Hindi pa ba?
With the fighter advocacy. Ito po yung promotion ng mga mahirap na may pangarap.
Tindi ng opening. Parang
The life of a fighter is not an easy one. There's a lot of hard work and sacrifice that goes into being a fighter. I know a lot of fighters who are still working full-time jobs, who have families, and who aren't really making that much money, but they save up what little they have in order to afford a gym membership, or they save up what little they have in order to buy boxing gloves, whether it's secondhand, brand new, to buy. The life of a fighter seems very glamorous when it's on TV because they fight and it doesn't look that hard, and then they win, and then they get all this celebration and all the lights on them, and it seems like something that you want to do, you know, from the outside looking in, it seems like something you'd want to do. But I tell you right now, all the people I've seen who actually tried mixed martial arts training after they saw it in the cage, they realized that the training is a lot harder.
I'm inviting everyone to tune in and watch UGB 20.
Matindi.
So
Wala
yan po.
Hepe,
That is UGB MMA.
wala talaga silang ano, yung kanina yung paluan, wala talaga silang like,
Walang body armor, sir.
walang body armor or
No body
t-shirt na lang.
Apo, kaya ni-revolutionize ko po yung Arnis, yung Filipino martial arts, kasi if you are familiar with Arnis, pag lumaban po sila naka-headgear tapos fully padded, tapos nasa mat. So by the time po na mawala po sila sa mat, i-reset ni referee, babalik sila sa gitna. I find that very boring. And then with the fully padded armor na suot po nila, makikita nyo yung mga ambibilis na lightning strikes. Pero, you know, after a while, it's boring kasi hindi mo maintindihan yung wala naman nasasaktan, wala naman nagiging tama. So, I remove the body armor. I put them inside the cage where they can run but they cannot hide. And then everything goes na doon. Kaya ganun po yung pag-revolutionize po ng Philippine martial arts na to. It's an FMA hybrid.
Hepe, may ano ba to? Para ba itong boxing may rounds? Certain number of rounds? So,
Sa amateur po, it goes 3 minutes, 3 rounds, just like MMA sa amateur side. Pero pagka professional po ito and belted, ang laban po is 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 rounds. At po championship, 5 minutes, 5 rounds.
Yun.
And of course, point system din to.
Yes.
Okay.
Nakita natin yung video. Talagang ang dala sa atin is adrenaline
Opo.
Di ba? Kakaibang adrenaline. Talagang pag pinanood nga natin yung kay Senator Manny, iba na yung adrenaline mo Tapos yung ito mas matindi pa yung adrenaline niya Sir Hepe, bali, di ba? Ano naman yung tagline natin kay UGB MMA? Si MMA, meron silang are you ready? Di ba? Ganun.
Aba. The UGB MMA po, it's wasakan na.
Okay.
Wasakan na.
Doon po sa Huego Todo, latayan na.
Yun yung mga papausap natin bagong taglines natin dito.
Apo.
Kasi yan ang pauso ng abroad
Apo.
Di ba sa MMA?
We have our own naman po. We have our own.
Okay. So yun, nakita naman lalo na pag-uusapan yan sa after ng show natin dahil makikita nila sa mga manonood ng video after nito, yung 4 million audiences natin.
Opo.
Talagang adrenaline pala yung dala ni UGB MMA.
Opo.
Yun.
Grabe, nakaka-excite yan Talagang bago sa mata ng mga kabat ng tao lahat, di ba?
Opo. And the whole point po ng UGB doing all this is to uplift yung quality of life ng mga Pinoy mandirigma. Kasi ang mga Pinoy mandirigma po, everybody looks down on them kasi ano lang ba naman sila, for the most part, laborers, construction workers, yung mga ano talaga. Pero with this one, if you're skilled, talagang dapat na mabago mo yung buhay mo through this. Kaya nagbigay po kami ng house and lot yung Grand Championship no 2019. House and lot, motorsiklo, 50,000 kabuhayan package, the 20,000 cash in the belt.
Good. Matindi. So you're doing it.
So, ang tulong na hihingin ko po kay MMSI is that once we get this thing on their platform and then we get to organize more of these, once po na naging professional na po ito, signed by Malacanang, then the big companies, local companies like Petron, you know, Smart, Globe, Shell, lahat po yan, they will come in and sponsor our very own athletes.
Sigurado.
Just like
Wala pa silang ganyan.
Kasi ang ano dyan,
Kakaiba talaga Oo.
pag ang ano dyan, pag may nakakapanood niya na ibang bansa, baka kunin niya na ibang bansa Doon niya dadalhin.
Pero hindi niyo po pwedeng kunin kasi this is our very own. This is Filipino martial arts.
Fighting ng Philippines.
Yan talaga yung
Filipino MMA.
Yan talaga yung original na national sports natin yung Arnis.
Opo, mismo po.
Yeah.
Atin po ito, sariling atin.
Kaya hindi dapat makuha ng ibang bansa yan. Oo.
Isang signature na lang po. Isang signature na lang.
Pwede nilang gamitin pero hindi nila pwede angkinin, di ba?
Opo, hindi. Never.
Yes.
Pero if what happens if it goes international, Filipino sports, pero naglalaban-laban mga foreigner na in the future?
Wala
Parang yan na
pong problema. Wala pong problema. Basta, ang dala nilang liga is yung Juego Todo because this is what Juego Todo is all about. Opo. And may sarili na rin pong branded gear yan. Ang sponsor po natin kasi dito is Sticks. So yung headgear na yan to, yung yantok na yan, lahat yan, Sticks. Kasi sila lang po yung naniwala sa akin noong 2014 and sinuportahan po nila itong aking vision, itong aking dream. So now na magiging professional sport na po siya, i-award ko kay Sticks yung sole distribution ng Juego Todo Gear.
Intindi. Anyway, I guess sportscada.com, baka may question ka pa, Maynard TV, before we wrap things up.
Yung Arnis natin, may standard ba yan? Baka mamaya later may nadadaya dyan, may bakal pala sa loob.
Yun nga po, kaya kailangan po kami ang magpo-provide ng gamit. Hindi po sila pwede magdala ng sarili.
Hindi pwede. Talagang merong kayong standard na ginawa.
Opo. 18 inches long, total of 1 inch thickness. Kasama na po yung padding niya lahat. So, yun po ang nung yantok. Tapos pag sa amateur, they're gonna be using the padded sticks, the colored blue and red. Kita niyo yun, di ba? Sa Arnis. Pero sa pro, it's gonna be yung yantok na may damit ng konti lang pero manipis yung damit. Pero it's actually
I see. Ikaw, Maynard, do you still have questions? Miss Grace?
Yan, pwede ko na ba itanong yung pwede rin bang may future plan din ba para sa mga babae dyan? Pwede ba mangyari din?
Opo. Actually, this year, I am planning to launch or I'm gonna have the first female Juego Todo Championship. Pero ang females po, nakasuot po naka-breastplate po yan. Hindi katulad ng lalaki na bare. For the females, may breastplate po sila for protection.
Dapat kasi mas protektado sa may bandang di ba? Sa may bandang dibdib, di ba?
Dibdib.
Hepe, we forgot before we let go of you. Paano ba ang training nito before someone can fight?
They would have to go through ASCO. It's going to be my Juego Todo Grand Council who would have jurisdiction over this. The kind of training that they have, the certification of the judges, the referees, the gear, lahat it's going through my Juego Todo Grand Council. And ito na po yung mga grandmasters, masters, maestros, maestras. Sila na po yung magdidirect na doon kung what they need to do, what they need to accomplish, all of the requirements bago po sila pwedeng isala.
So, ibig sabihin, is this something full-time or what if kung meron siyang ibang work?
Well, eventually po, as of now, part-time lang po. But then once I get that last signature, kasi for sure po, once I get that last signature and it becomes the first professional FMA of its kind in the country, for sure po yan, magkakaroon po yan ng funding. Tama po ba?
Okay.
Kasi syempre, sariling atin to, we're gonna have to promote it. Sabi nga ni Gab, dun sa endorsement niya sa akin sa Malacanang, it promotes sports tourism, nationalism, and patriotism. So saan pa po tayo lulugar doon? They set it up.
Yeah.
Kompleto na.
Susuportahan na lang.
Later, magkakaroon ka rin dyan ng yung GOAT mo mismo ng sports na yan at yung Hall of Famers.
I will have that po talaga. Mabuti po na pag-ibig yan. Kasi as of now, in the FMA community, para po maka-join ka ng FMA Hall of Fame, magbabayad ka po. Dito, baliktad. Dito, ang gagawin ng Juego Todo Grand Council po is to review all of these FMAers based on their contribution to the arts. And based on that, magkakaroon po ng nomination. And pag na-nominate ka at napili ka, we will be giving the Grandmaster or the Master 100,000 pesos. So, libre po lahat yun. Pag-attend niya ng hotel, yung damit niya, wala siyang babayaran ng isang kusing accommodation niya. And then if you win, you get to be put in the Juego Todo Hall of Fame. And then, ito po yung premyo ninyo. Yeah. Pati po yung mga burial, may mga burial benefits din po yan sa mga masters and grandmasters. Kasi po, nakita ko po yan, experience ko yan, nakita ko na may namatay po na grandmaster, ipinanghingi pa po ng abuloy. I find that po very sad. Kasi I believe if you're a skilled person, hindi ka po dapat ganun mamuhay. So for me, it's putting the Pinoy Arnisador on a pedestal where they belong. Kasi ito po ay sariling atin.
Yun. Siguro dapat to.
Magandang advocacy.
Dapat to pagawan din ni Memory Maker ng prestigious jacket kasi kay MVP pag green jacket ka sa golf ni MVP Hall of Famer ka
Hall of Famer.
May distinction. So kailangan ganun yung mga distinctions natin dito. At yun.
Kaya.
Salamat Sir Epe sa pag-promote.
Wala po naman. Anytime po.
Dito sa for Filipinos talaga. 100% Filipino event natin.
Opo.
Ayun.
Any sir, before we let go of you, any final words to our viewers?
First of all, I would just like to thank, of course, ito pong program na to, Central Luzon Balita.com, and we have the Azul TV, then MMSI, sila Sir Nestor, si Ma'am Gracia. So they were the ones that set me up for this one. So maraming pong salamat for having me here and being able to talk about what we have going on. And gusto ko lang po i-plug yung upcoming event po namin. April 29 is our 10th year anniversary and our 92nd event in 10 years. Gaganapin po ito sa Amoranto Sports Complex and we are scheduled for 28 bouts. 500 lang po ang ticket and meron po kaming paraffle na isang brand new motor. We have motorcycle helmets, we have motorcycle bags, we have sacks of rice, we have cell phones. This is in 5,000 cash for the lucky audience. You have to be present.
Paano sila mag-join din, sir?
I can share later on po. I can share po the it's a QR code. Scan and pay lang po. Ganun lang. It's paperless. Yeah. So this is
when When is
Yes
this
po.
again, Hepe? Kailan ulit ito? Kailan?
23 po, April
29,
29,
April
sa
29.
Saturday. Opo, Amoranto Sports Complex.
QC area.
Opo, QC area
Alright.
po. Opo. And
Sige.
we will have a car display doon, merong moto show, merong cosplayers pa. So, and then plus the additional fights pa po na we witness po ninyo. There will be 4 championship bouts po doon. And 6 Korean bouts, 6 Koreans versus Pinoy. So, it's fully packed po ito for the entertainment.
Yung mga Koreans are using arnis?
Hindi po. It's purely MMA lang po. Opo.
MMA lang siya. Okay.
Isang juego todo match lang po ito. For that.
Alright. Okay.
Opo.
Okay.
Pero invite ko po kayo para manood po kayo and you can actually witness it live. As in your
Yan.
face. Yeah.
Ayan, Sir Roy, siguro dapat bigyan mo pa si Sir Hepe ng isang news feature sa KBP, sa kapisanan ng broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Para dyan sa
para
I would
mas palawak
appreciate
yung
that po. Opo, every help I could get po to actually expose all of this para po sa mga Pinoy mandirigma natin, it would be appreciated po talaga na matulungan po kami para to get this out on the mainstream.
Hepe, one more thing before we let you go. Where does this passion came from? Yung passion mo to help the Pinoy,
When I was younger po kasi, I grew up in my father's repair shop. And nakita ko po yung hirap ng mga tao doon na, kasi mostly po I dealt with yung mga trabahador, yung mga latero, pintor, electrician, ganyan. And whenever po may dadaan po doon sa shop namin na magbubote na nakakariton pa nung araw, I would give away yung mga retaso ng bakal, mga plastic, mga latag, just to help them out. And kasi maganda din naman po yung upbringing ko po as a child, maging mabait ka sa kapwa. So ngayon po, na naranasan ko yung sariling hirap when I first started my own adult life, sabi ko, if and when I get the opportunity, ibabalik ko ito sa iba. So, kaya ito na po yung passion ko. Na kahit hindi ko kumikita yung event, basta may mga nababago po ako mga buhay-buhay, mga tao, it's good enough. Kasi eventually, kung ano po yung tinanim natin, yun po yung action. So, ganun po. Ganun lang po kasimple.
Very, positive. Kumbaga, only a few, people na sa ngayon ang kagaya sa'yo. Kasi iba, they would unahin na sarili nila bago iba. Diba ganun yun? So, but anyway, we are thankful. Thank you for joining us, for being here, and for gracing our invitation to be part of the show. And anything else, guys, before we conclude the show?
Yes, thank you so much, Hepe. Ayan, sa iyong pagpapaunlak.
And then, yung other guest natin, si Miss Gracia, any parting words? Siguro, tatawagin. Any promotion, Sir Hepe pala? Welcome.
Isa na lang po.
Interviewin ka namin lagi.
For the viewers po natin and kayo din po na nag-interview sa akin, please follow us na lang po on Facebook, UGB Space MMA. Nandun din, ganun din po sa YouTube. So, UGB MMA for updates. Kasi, very active po kami dyan. Kung ano yung passion na na-feel niyo tonight sa akin, you could actually feel it and see it and read it.
Yeah.
Coming at the page. Opo.
Yeah. Yes. Word nga natin, adrenaline. Adrenaline.
Opo. Opo.
Thank you very much.
Po ng madami. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you din. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you and have a good night.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Hepe.
Any parting words? Kay Miss
Miss Gracia, before we like 1 hour and overtime na tayo eh.
Lagpas na tayo eh. Oo nga eh.
Oo nga.
So for Memory Maker, pwede nyo po kaming i-follow sa Facebook, Memory Maker Solutions Inc. and visit our website, memorymakerinc.net. So if you want to be empowered and we can help you, katulad nung kay Hepe, kaya namin kayong tulungan. So if you have a mission na nahihirapan kayong implement at kailangan ng tulong, Memory Maker will help you do that. Yun lang po.
Alright.
Salamat.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
So, let's, before we wrap things up, Maynard TV.
Yes. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, guys, sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay sa ating Play-by-Play PH. At sana po ipatuloy niyo po rin po kaming subaybayan tuwing Wednesday at Friday. Ayan.
Sir, Sports Kada Tom.
Yun, ito, ang kaya lang talaga natin ngayon is Asia and Middle East. Alam siguro ni Mr. Hepe. Ang live natin, sa US kasi ngayon, talagang ginawa namin yung Friday every 10 p.m. para sa Middle East and Southeast Asia. Pero sa Canada and North America, 6 a.m. pa lang ngayon ang start natin. So maaga, wala tayong may interview doon. Pero we will try na dumami yung reach natin. So any sports na gusto nyo i-promote sa Play-by-Play PH, welcome. So we will try our best to give you more reach. Okay.
Okay, so that wraps up our show for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It's been a great Friday. Tune in again next week, Wednesday. Same channel. This has been Roy Bato for Play-by-Play PH. Thank you very much and goodbye. Maraming salamat.
Ayun.